My name is Eric Bubar. I teach physics, physical science, and astronomy. I'm assistant professor of physics here.
Okay.
Why you need to know science is because it teaches you a way to think. It teaches you how to solve problems that you would otherwise have no idea how to solve. So it teaches you an approach to follow, a systematic approach, so you can solve any question that you're faced with. Really need a good knowledge of science for is so that you can see politicians on TV talking about science. And you need to know some basic science to know if what they're saying is true or not true. Example would be something like global climate change, where you'll see people on TV and they're talking and they say it's not true, it's false, that scientists don't all agree. If you know the basic science, if you know how basic science works, you understand that climate change is a big issue, that everybody agrees, every scientist agrees that it's occurring and we need to do something about it. Where you get problems with people not understanding what's going on is when politicians get money involved in it and how the expense is. That's not what science tells you. They ignore what science tells you. And if you know basic science, then you can determine that it's a problem, that you need to not worry so much about the money and just focus on the actual facts of what's going on. I'm an astrophysicist, so I study stars. What I do is I take all the light from a star and I spread it out into, it's called a spectrum. It's basically like a rainbow. So I take rainbows from stars. I can use those rainbows to figure out what's in any star that I look at. So I figure out what it's made of. Okay. So there's a couple of reasons it's useful. For knowledge's sake, a lot of the work I do is designed to help us find planets that are like Earth around other solar systems. So to date, we've found about, I just checked this morning, we found about 730 planets outside of our own solar system, really far away. And the work that I do figuring out what's inside of the stars helps tell us how those planets are forming and can help us to find another Earth somewhere. Other than that, the techniques that I use to analyze my data to figure out what's in the star, a lot of the computer programs I use, the software, you can use it in medical purposes too. So I can use it to analyze cancer cells and cancer patients and help to find cures for diseases. The techniques that I use can be used for that. I don't do it, but other people smarter than me can.